Hello geographers, this video is to share with you the 3 new resources for November 2022 that have been added to the Geography Teacher Box Vault. So all 3 resources this month are linked into the urban landscapes. So once you've logged into the platform, if you scroll down and head into urban landscapes, which hopefully you can see here. Okay, so the 3 cities that I've looked at are Mumbai, Mexico City, and also we've looked at Moscow. So those are your 3 cities that have been added. So the first one focuses on a documentary from DW. It's called Slums to Skyscrapers. And what's really good about it is it not only looks at Dharavi, but it also considers the issues of relocation and the problems that residents are experiencing in relation to that. Excuse me. It also looks at the differences in lifestyle of the richer people in Mumbai, and it also looks at the different jobs that people have living in the city, particularly the dabawalas, I think they're called, who are delivering the lunches to people in the city. The final thing it looks at is the urban sprawl of Mumbai, and particularly the issues that it's having on the surrounding wildlife. So as normal then, you've got a link to the video clip there, and you've got the PowerPoints and Word resources that are linked to the documentary, and you've also got the Google versions which you can click on. So I'll just very quickly show you what we've got for Mumbai. So we've got the PowerPoint there. It's one of the ideal starters linked to the photograph, and you've got some follow-up activities there, as well as the normal question and answer sheets that you can provide for the students as they're watching the video clip. So hopefully those are of use to you. The second one, as I say, was to do with Mexico City, and this is from a series called The World's Busiest Cities. And so the next 2 video clips are actually from the same series. So this one on Mexico City I think is particularly good because it focuses in on kind of the environmental challenges as well as the social issues being experienced there in the city. It looks a little bit at NISA, and so one of the follow-up activities is suggested that students can perhaps go and find out a little bit more about NISA and the challenges people face living there, as well as the improvements that the residents have made. But also quite specifically, it looks at traffic congestion. It goes through some of the issues of the subsidence that's occurring because of the city sinking on the lake bed. It looks at sewage, and it also interestingly looks at earthquake issues and how they're trying to manage that as well, which I think is really quite interesting. The last case study that we've got on here for the urban landscapes is Moscow. Okay, now with this video clip, I've given you the link for Daily Motion. I don't think the quality is as brilliant as I'd like, but it is available on ClickView. So if your school subscribes to ClickView, there's a better quality version on there. But this was the best one that I could find that's freely available on the internet at the moment. In terms of the Moscow resources then, for that one, it looks at a variety of different things. So it looks at the major issue of the really lengthy commute that they have for Muscovites going into the city and the issues that can cause them. It also looks at the houses that many of the Muscovites own outside of the city, known as dachas. So that's really interesting to see how their kind of quality of life changes from being in the city to living in the outskirts. It does touch on the Crimean crisis, so there's a little bit on that. And then it also looks at this thing called Zifferblatt, which is basically this sort of movement to make the city much more friendly. So really interesting documentary, that one. Definitely recommend it. Okay. As ever, all the resources are, or the new resources, sorry, are listed in the Start Here module. So if you ever forget what's available or not sure where to find it, if you go into the Start Here module, click into that, and then hopefully you'll see the grid of resources that are available to you, and the new ones are highlighted on there for you as well. Okay, I think that's everything you need to know. Let me know if there's any other video clips that you need for any of the schemes of work that you've got coming up, and I'll see what I can do. Bye for now.